Welcome back to World of Warships Legends. If you're somebody like me, here in the home of the slightly above average ship review, let's say you're a slightly above average player, and even though you don't really care about cartoon commanders, you are interested in doing the Saving Transylvania operation because you can get a free Tier 3 Royal Navy battleship, the Bellepheron, at the end of it. So let's talk about this event here real quick. Most teams, I think, are going to look like this: two battleships, a cruiser, two destroyers, or maybe one battleship, two cruisers, and two destroyers. As you can see in a destroyer here, we're trying to get out front. Your job as a destroyer is going to be torp spamming at every ship you see. Obviously, you want to target the closest ships first. Your job as a cruiser, in my opinion, is twofold. Number one, because you have the best maneuverability, the cruiser should stay next to the Transylvania. Okay, because the Transylvania is going to choose one side of the island to the other. It kind of makes some odd maneuvers. And in the battleship, you cannot keep up with those maneuvers. All right. You have to have a ship within the green circle of the Transylvania at all times. The other thing that the cruiser needs to do is see these Zakasa enemy ships. HE spam one, it's going to damage con once you set it on fire. I want to say I think the damage con runs for 8 seconds. So instead of keeping target on that ship, switch to the next ship and try to set that ship on fire. These fireballs that are coming in here at my destroyer, the Blade, that needs to be the focus of the battleship. As the battleship commander, one 4 turret salvo can totally knock out the catapult. You can see here, we are down past half health. And so I smoked up, I got my repair party going, and now I'm backing up to get into the circle of the Transylvania, which will give you a slight heal. This other destroyer has been in the circle with the Transylvania the entire time. So I thought, okay, this guy who just ran into me is the guy who's sticking with the Transylvania. Cool. As long as somebody does it, it doesn't matter to me. And you can see down at the screen, I never use a microphone when I'm playing this game, but I recommend the use of a microphone for this event. Because you can see, if you look at the mini map, two of our ships are going in some other direction, and I have no idea why they are doing that. Now, occasionally I've seen battleships go on the other side of the island because there are shore batteries that have to be taken out. So that's fine and acceptable. Some of the shore batteries on this little island, you can't get at them unless you're on the other side of the island or unless you sail very far ahead and then shoot back. So I don't have a heartburn with one ship going around the island. I just don't know what those guys were doing. I mean, maybe they lost connection. I don't know. But if I'm shooting at a shore battery, that's bad. Okay. Because that means a battleship. And we have two of them. A battleship isn't doing its job. Now you can see here we're getting plenty of kills on these Zakasas. We are getting the kills with torpedoes. And I'm sailing all over the place because unfortunately that's what I have to do because the other destroyer's sticking with the ship, and that's fine and everything. And we've got these two guys in the back of the map that, quite frankly, if they hadn't fallen behind, maybe we would have been a lot more effective up front here. All right, so as you can see, the Zagasas do change directions. They're not true AI, so I mean, they're not going to just go in a straight line. They do maneuver, so please keep that in mind. Also, if you are a ship and you are out in front, you are going to draw the fire away from the Transylvania. The Transylvania can't take too much damage, or else you'll lose the match. You can see the things on the right side of the screen below the ribbons. You have to escort the ship. It has to keep moving. You have to destroy all the catapults. You have to make sure she doesn't go below 50% of her hit points. And we have to kill all the enemy ships. All right, and the counters are going on about that. So again, as a destroyer, your job is to just torp spam these ships. Sure, you can shoot. I'm trying to shoot at the catapults. It's not really working. As you can see, the fireballs kind of maneuver. So if you dodge at the very last second, you may be able to do that. But again, we're hurt right now because two of our teammates have kind of fallen behind. But as you can see, all we have up right now is one coastal battery and one Zakasa. So we got six coastal batteries left to kill and five Zakasas left to kill. Another coastal battery popped up. So it is really incumbent upon your battleships who have the best range to shoot armor piercing at these catapults and knock them out as their primary objective in the match. The second thing is your ships really shouldn't be behind the Transylvania to that extent. Now, I want to talk about some errors I've seen in destroyer play. Not that I'm making any of them right now, but if you throw up a smoke screen, I've seen players do this. They get damaged, they throw up a smoke screen, and instead of running away, they obscure all of these ships from their teammates. And so no one can shoot at them. And then that's the other thing. You can't let an enemy ship get into the green circle surrounding Transylvania because that will have the effect of stopping Transylvania. So friendly ship has to be next to the Transylvania inside the circle, and the enemy ships can't go into the circle. So what happened? The destroyer that was bird dogging the Transylvania the entire match suddenly left and ran out of the circle, and so immediately right here, you cannot get 5 stars. And in this mission, you have to have a 5 star mission in order to get the Bellepheron. It's not like, oh, we knocked out all the catapults, killed all the enemies. Transylvania didn't take 50% of the damage, but it was stopped. If you get the Transylvania wasn't stopped in the next mission, it doesn't work like that. You have to have an all 5 star mission. You can't say, well, I got these three stars in this mission, and I got the other 2 stars in this mission. They won't give you credit for that. You have to have a mission with 5 total stars to get all the rewards. Now, if you're a very good player, you can get it on the very first mission, or if you get lucky and get some good teammates, you can get it on the very first mission. I think we could have had a 5 star mission here if our teammates did not lag behind. Um, I don't know why a player I have no communication with does something they do. Maybe that destroyer thought he could go sink a ship quicker or something like that. I can tell you as a destroyer player, you really need the battleships to target the shore batteries. You can see here the Transylvania did an abrupt change of direction. It kind of veered down towards the big island in the bottom middle of the mini map towards the enemies and now is veering back. So if you are the ship that is shadowing or is alongside the Transylvania, you really have to pay attention to that. To be honest, um, we're not going to get 5 stars in this mission. That's pretty apparent. We can't. I did get 5 stars in this mission unrecorded on Tuesday at about right before noon. I really appreciate the guys who helped me do that. And I was the cruiser. There were 2 battleships and 2 destroyers, and I just glued myself to the side of the Transylvania. And there were a couple times actually where the Transylvania was trying to turn towards an enemy ship and ran into me. So you can block the Transylvania in some respects, like slight blocking or have the Transylvania run into you. That doesn't count as stopping the motion. Now, here at the end of the match, when you're encountering the Rasputin and the 2 guard ships, the destroyers need to come forward and engage these ships as quickly as they can. And as quick as you knock out these escort ships, the faster you can all focus on Rasputin. Obviously, you can't let Rasputin enter the circle either. If you leave the circle and go forward, the Rasputin will turn towards you. You kind of attracted his attention. Now, again, cruisers, you're going to see one Zakasa, light it on fire, move your aim to the second Zakasa, light that on fire, maybe light the Rasputin on fire, then go back to the first Zakasa and the second Zakasa because those fires will burn them down. Here we're getting a good side shot. I think I'm aiming at the Zakasa, but I meant to launch at the Rasputin. Um, Needless to say, my first set of torpedoes missed the Rasputin. Second set didn't. These reload in just 16 seconds. So you can see our teammates are starting to die off. You really have to just keep launching the torpedoes as quickly as you can. Rasputin, very low health. We got a couple of torpedoes moving in on him, and we just missed with our last torpedo. But this other blue team destroyer is going to finish him off right there. And then all you got to do is take out this last guard ship, and you complete the mission. So we're getting towards this end of this video. I hope you appreciated this guide. I'm sorry it isn't the game where we got 5 stars, but like I said, I wasn't recording that one because I had very many frustrating matches, even some where um, we didn't get any stars at all. We had a couple of matches like that because no one was communicating. Now, I admit I did take the bull by the horns in our 5 star match. I got on my microphone and plugged it in and turned it on and enabled the team chat and just said, "Hey, look, I'm going to escort the Transylvania battleships. You need to target the shore batteries first and foremost. Destroyers, just spam torps." And then when we got down here towards the end, asked the destroyer to go forward. It ended up being just me and one blue team destroyer surviving. All the other ships were killed, but the important thing is we didn't let any enemy ships get inside this green circle, and we didn't. I never left the green circle, so that is how we managed to get 5 stars. You can look up at the score there and see insane damage numbers are possible. 32 torpedo strikes and 196,000 damage. You don't get a lot of rewards for this. The rewards come from getting the stars give you Halloween crates, and hopefully the Bellepheron. I wouldn't pay for the Bellepheron if you haven't bought it yet and you want it. It really is worth trying to grind this out and getting the 5 stars. I want to say I played a total of 10 to 15 matches before I got the 5 stars. I have no plans to continue on grinding this to get 2 stars for every ship and blah, 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 and all that other stuff. I just wanted the Bellepheron. I got it. Here we are headed towards the portal. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next video, ladies and gents. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. You can always subscribe. Our channel growing by leaps and bounds. 44 subscribers. Mind blowing. We're going to see the 4 stars come up. Got to keep that ship moving. That's how you get those 5 stars. Thanks.